ranking member of the House Oversight and Reform Committee, Congressman James Comer, signed that letter. Congressman, thanks for joining us. First of all. Second of all, the letter refers to new guidance as an affront to the rule of law. What is it that the new guidance, or what is it in that guidance that concerns you?
Well, the guidance ties the hands of our Border Patrol agents. Andy Biggs and I, we visited the border. He's been there several times. The border agents tell us what they need. The president does exactly opposite of what the ICE agents and the Border Patrol agents want. And this will allow for more illegal immigration to cross the border, more illegal immigrants crossing the border without arrest. And what president would order his law enforcement not to abide by the rule of law? But Joe Biden has done exactly that with this new order.
So the ICE data obtained by the Washington Post showed that immigration arrests in the interior fell to the lowest level in more than a decade in fiscal year 2021. So it's not that there are fewer illegal immigrants here. It's that there's a suppression of activities meant to uphold the law, the immigration laws, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is. And the more that comes out of this administration, the more we're going to see increases in border crossings, because the people who are considering crossing that border right now know there's no consequences. There haven't been any consequences from day one of the Biden administration, and this new order makes it even more advantageous to cross the border. I can't imagine why Joe Biden would continue to do this. This is unbelievable. Our Border Patrol agents, the morale is at an all-time low, and they just keep calling Republican members of Congress begging us to do something about it. So we sent this letter requesting exactly what process Joe Biden went through to make this decision. This is a major decision. The Biden border crisis is one of the biggest issues facing America now. And instead of doing something to make it better, he's just done something to make it much worse.
Yeah, and in fact, it affects your state. I mean, these people are not just staying, they're not crossing the border staying in Texas or Arizona. The administration is funneling them to basically all the states in the continental United States.
That's exactly right. And I just talked to some drug control agents in Kentucky a few weeks ago, and they said that the increased activity in drugs that they're seeing in Kentucky is a direct result of Mexican drug cartels who are manufacturing crystal meth in Mexico, and Mexicans are just crossing that border untouched, making their way up to Kentucky, and it's affecting drug activity on the streets of Kentucky. Drugs are on the streets in Kentucky because Joe Biden refuses to secure the border. And this order that he released this week is going to make it even worse, if that's imaginable.
Yeah, so Tom Homan, the former acting ICE director, said the Biden administration's policies have caused this sharp drop. Listen to what he had to say about this.
ICE has been decapitated. ICE can't do their job anymore. The latest memo that came out from the secretary basically says it's no longer illegal to be illegal in the United States. They said being in the country illegally is not enough reason to be arrested by an immigration officer, so the arrests are way down.
Yeah, what do you think?
That's exactly right. And that's exactly what the Border Patrol agents are telling me, and they're telling all the members of Congress, especially those that represent the border, like Yvette Harrell in New Mexico.
Right. So, it's interesting that as you said, the 60%, the arrests have dropped more than 60%. The Biden administration introduced, since they introduced the interim guidance in January, and that narrowed the enforcement priorities to illegal immigrants who were national security threats. So recent border crossings or those convicted of aggregated felony. So of all these people coming into the U.S., is this a signal to them? Basically, you get across the border, and once you're processed, you can just stay.
I mean, Joe Biden might as well have a welcome to America sign for all these illegals who are crossing over to the border and give them a gift when they come across the border and ask them if they need a ride to go to whatever city they desire to go to, because nothing is happening to these people that are crossing the border. The Biden administration continues to turn a blind eye to border security, and now they're creating a situation to where if they are apprehended, that there are no consequences they're going to have to face. So obviously, border crossings are going to continue to surge, and this is totally opposite of what the American people expect the President of the United States to do when it comes to national security, specifically on our southern border.
Right. And we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you, Congressman James Comer. This is an issue that's not going away. We'll be talking with you again about it.